midfield. I know he's exclusively playing left back, but there are some rumours. Can we play Zinchenko back in midfield? Can you bring Tierney in? I'm not sure,
No,
man.
I mean with Zinchenko, right? I mean, if you watch how Arsenal play, right? Once the balls go forward, Zinchenko automatically comes in and make
Yeah,
himself an extra
the
midfield
centre
player.
mid thing.
So it's almost like he knows how to play the position, okay? Because he's good on the ball. But then, can you see Zinchenko play off the ball? Because
That's a good way. That's a good way of putting it.
yes, everybody looks good on the ball when you have time and space and everybody. But when you don't have space, when you don't have time, can he really compete in terms of intensity of the Premier League?
This is it.
You know what I'm saying?
I
So
know, when you put it like that off the ball, he does go to sleep a lot. You
yeah,
can get away with that fullback, not necessarily in the middle of the park.
and is he a defensive midfield player or is he an attacking midfield player?
This is the thing. I would probably say attacking midfield, but if he was to play midfield, he'd probably play not a traditional six, but he'll probably just receive the ball if the centre half try to play football. But then I guess it's his discipline, because at fullback he's got that license to roam forward. You can't
Yeah.
really do that in midfield if that's not your job specifically.
But as I said, it's interesting to see if Arteta ever put him in that position to play.
That's the thing. I could see it in cup games. You could run it in some cup, maybe not in this season, but you could run it in some cup games. Whether you're talking Premier League, high intensity, and that,
Bob, I
probably
have a
not. There's a
question for
reason
you.
he's a left back now, isn't it? Really?
I have a question for you, yeah?
Go on.
Because they put all the egg in one basket, yeah? So far, you only got 2 egg left, bruv. Yeah? 2 egg left, bruv. What happened if both the 2 egg fell off, bruv?
You better go to the shop and buy some more, buy a next meal, or get something else out your fridge, but it's a peak, innit?
Well,
Like,
and I'm saying, because
you're
they
gonna
put
go
all the
hungry,
egg
innit?
in the older basket, yeah? Right now, 3 of them fall off, you know? Only 2
Yeah,
left,
boy,
bruv.
you better look after the last one, or you ain't tasting eggs again for a minute. It's a
What
madness.
happened if both of those eggs just doesn't come out, bruv?
It's class. We're in trouble, innit? Like, no omelets are getting cooked, man. We're not cooking nothing. We're in issues
Because
still.
that is a listen. That's a massive letdown.
Amen. I can't lie. When you put it like that, it's all I can say to you is it's mad. That would be mad.
Bruv, you
It'd
gotta
be
look at
peak.
it. There's a possibility, bruv. There
There
is a
is a possibility.
possibility that the Europa League egg might not come out right, bruv. It might come soaky and say, "Ooh, I don't like the taste of this, bruv."
So still in that, yeah.
Bruv, as my favorite boss to say, it's a tsunami, bruv. It will be a tsunami, bruv. What you saying this for?
On that topic, where you at with Arsenal in that? You've got the Europa League, you got the Prem. Now I'm sure when you talk to your brethren and any Arsenal fans, some people say, you know what, focus on the league, focus on Europa. Let's go for both. Where you at with that?
I thought Arsenal had a good chance to do well in a cup game, but for
I'm
some
with you with
reason, he blown away everything. Now I'm thinking, if this guy don't get it right, if this guy mess up this year, can you imagine the abuse we get from a United fan?
Yeah.
From
That fans
Tottenham
are onto
fan.
us. They're onto us already. It'll be mad. It'll be mad. If
Like,
we don't bring
can you
something home, it's
imagine?
peak.
Can you imagine that? Listen, you had this. I thought, you know what? I ain't checking that egg, and you've got 2 left now. One of the egg, especially the Europa League egg.
Yeah.
That one there, bruv.
That one there seems like I know there's a lot of mad teams in it, but that feels really, in my opinion, it feels fairly achievable, really. If I'm honest with you, the league,
that egg there, it's a wow.
right there still. If I'm honest,
That
we're
egg,
flirting with it.
you're playing with toys, you know. You got to come correct. And if you felt that, I'm telling you, bruv. I am telling you this. Just can you imagine? Did you see the scene in Manchester after that game on Sunday, bruv?
Yeah. It'll be mad. They're waiting on us to crumble. So you're Arteta. What do you focus on then? You're Mikel Arteta. MUAMBA is now Mikel Arteta. You got the Europa League against Sporting Lisbon and so on and so forth. You got the Premier League. Whatever happens, happens. What is your priority?
Both of them. Both of them.
I'm with you on that one still.
Both of them, bro. What's the point having the 23-man squad? What's the point having them?
Facts.
Why we spend all this money buying these players, yeah? That we're involved in all the competition. All of a sudden, say, you know what? I'm just going to focus on one. That doesn't make any sense.
But then how do you like, obviously, like you said, squad rotation is key. We got a 20-odd man squad. But now we're in the last 16 against Sporting. Like I think we play Sporting away, then you got Fulham away, then you got Sporting at home. Do you rotate players? What do you name the
You know, you
strongest
just
team
said
in?
it just Sporting. Then who's the next game away,
Fulham away is peak,
bro?
bro. It's
You
mad. You're
know,
gonna need the whole squad. It's a madness.
if Mitrovic woke up that day, yeah, in the right side of the bed, he's on, bruv. If he said, "I'm on it, yeah, bruv," you like it
The
or
last game
not?
against Fulham was emotional as well. Like I don't want to play them. No one wants to play
But that
Fulham
man
right now.
comes in, he comes with problem, bruv. You know that advert said, "I want problem, I don't want no peace."
Yeah. It's fully him. He's a
That's
physical
him, bruv.
handful still. Like he
He
might just
doesn't want no
fancy it.
peace, blood. He said, "I want problem."
And Willian might turn up against us as well, being a former
Oh,
Chelsea man
bruv.
as
And
much
the
as
way you man
Arsenal.
cast him out, yeah, oi, oi. There's a
I
revenge
can't blame him
coming.
if he says suck your mum and scores a banger because I got onto you. I fully hated Willian at Arsenal Football Club. I can't
But
lie.
I'm saying he'll look at it as a revenge. Saka.
Yeah, 100% revenge, bro.
You know what I'm saying? And you
100%.
got Mitrovic, you've got the brother from Man United. What's the
Mm,
winger?
forgot his name. You got my man. His name's escaped me, man. I know
Oh,
you're talking about though. You got that Donny, man. His name.
yeah.
Help me out in the chat, people.
So
Can't
like
remember Donny's name.
you look at it thinking, and also their manager is a very good Marcos Silva. He's a very good tactician. You got to give him credit.
He's
Very
doing
good
his thing.
tactician. He knows his way around the league because he's been around the block anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Been at bare teams. He's done his
You
thing.
know, he had his moment at Hull City that didn't work out. Took Everton, didn't work out. Took his
Even
time out,
forgot
come back
Everton.
in.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Bang, go Fulham promoted. There you go. He's here now. They come back in. They look stronger, better.
got Leno as well now.
You got Leonard in goals. So yeah, Pereira, that's the brother there. You know that man's got a whip and a half in him.
Yeah, he's beaky, man. He's on it. He's on it
You know what I'm
still.
saying? So a Fulham game, it's a game where you're thinking, yeah,
You
you
can't
got to be
really
careful
rotate for
there.
that game there, if I'm honest, because they can finish in Europe. Like seriously, like they can finish in Europe. I think you got to go strong. And obviously, you know, I wanted to ask you as well. You see, when Mikel Arteta talks about, like, he kept saying stuff like 72 hours recovery. When you got multiple days in a week, you playing on, I don't know, the Saturday, or you're playing on a
Yeah.
Monday, you took 3 games in 10 days. How much is that actually a thing?
So put it that way. When did the Arsenal play? Saturday, right?
Saturday, yeah. Now playing
Saturday.
today, Wednesday,
Today is
and then
Wednesday.
Saturday again.
Okay.
Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday, Wednesday. Sorry, Saturday again.
Saturday off on a Sunday. Back in on Monday. Yeah,
Mm.
literally light training session. Yeah, talk about light training session. Tuesday you work on set pieces, and the training session will be less than an hour maximum. Yeah, and then today they will meet up. They will meet up at the Emirate around about 2 o'clock, probably right now, or 12 o'clock. No, they probably meet at Emirate about 12 o'clock. Head to the hotel, which is down down London way. You know where is it again? The hotel near the O2. There's a hotel near the O2.
Oh, the nice thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we usually stay there. Go there from 12 o'clock. Stay there. Leave that place about 5 o'clock, and then come to the stadium, play the game. That's
And then
it.
get ready.
There's no everything will be discussed there in terms of set pieces. Set pieces probably will be discussed in the change room. But in terms of team talk and what he expected to talk to them, he will talk to them when they do pre-match meal, and that's it.
That's it.
And
Bloody
then
hell,
come
man.
back in. If they play today, off tomorrow. If they're off tomorrow, they probably say the people that played will come in what they want to do training. The people that didn't play will come in again and they will train properly.
Mm.
And then on Friday, everybody train. And on Saturday, if they play, then all start again on Saturday again. Like that.
Bloody hell, man. The turnaround's mad. So it does take a lot out of you physically, to be honest, really.
Yeah. There's more like straight after training, ice bath, straight after straight after the game, ice bath, straight after the game, you have to have a proper meal. And no, you have to have a proper meal. And then from there you can leave the stadium.
It sounds silly, but how serious do you have to take that? Like, you know, the meals, the ice baths, the things that you might not necessarily at a time be childish and not see a need. Like, how much do you have to take that seriously as a footballer if you want to do your thing?
Like the thing with ice bath, it just flushes out a lot of stuff out your system. It just helps you move a bit quicker, you know. In terms of meal, you should eat literally within 30 to 40 minutes straight after you finish play football.
Why is
straight
that?
away, because you've lost so much energy out of it. You're out there running around and covering all of that. So your meal should be very nice protein and a little bit of carbs, and then get back in again because you need it. You need it.
That's a mad.
Because you've been up there at it. Like today, I I have a friend who works at a City. Literally after the game, you're not leaving till you have a proper meal.
As it
And
should
it's
be, because you're an
and it's
investment to the club,
now
really.
it's mandatory. You sit down, you have a proper meal, and then you can leave the stadium.
Bloody hell.
Yeah,
Bloody
yeah.
hell. What about pre-match then? Like, obviously it sounds dumb, but like, I assume you gotta eat breakfast, you gotta do all of that stuff.
Yeah, no, I mean pretty much everybody's different. People do pasta with bolognese. People do plain chicken. Everybody different. The foreigner boys they like it light, not too fancy. And yeah, people just have toast and jam. That's it.
How much does
Yeah.
it make a difference? Like, I don't know what it is, but it's like lately in football, I've been seeing it's not Lucas, but it's these little sachet things that they're backing now.
Oh,
These,
that's a gel.
yeah, the gel thing. Is that 30? Does that actually work? What's that?
Everybody's different. I never really. I just drank my water and I gone about my business path. I ain't really into mixing up business, whatever. So I don't know. Everybody's different. Listen, the sports science has become so much in the game,
Mm.
so much in the game, right? It's impossible to keep up with it. You got that prime juice as well. I'm like, bruv,
Yeah, that marketing's crazy from them, man. Like, that is crazy. You can't go nowhere without seeing that or hearing about
that
that.
prime juice tastes like God no. Wow, oh my God. Oh,
I've
I'm
never
like,
even tried it. I don't even know what it tastes like. It looks nice from the packaging.
yeah,
Never
packaging look
drunk.
very nice, but I try not
Yeah.
to taste it, bruv. You're wasting your time.
What you saying? This shit.
Huh?
Is it tired? Is it rubbish?
Ah, wow. Let me stick my Lucozade in there because I know I'm getting that Lucozade in it. Yeah. Listen,
Who did you think
KSI
the
did
go
really
on,
well. KSI good marketing, getting their
is
Arsenal.
lit? This
Listen,
box at the Emirates is amazing. I've seen it. It's amazing as well. Like, he's
so
fully
he's
doing
done
it
really well. He's
correct.
done very, very well. Very
He's
well.
chopping bands, bro. Bands,
You know,
bands, bands. Who would you say is the favourites for Europa then? You've got Arsenal, you got Juventus, you got Man United. There's probably a bag of teams I'm missing out on to answer this question.
I think everybody after the Barcelona game, you got to give respect. You got to give Man United some props. You thinking, boy, they're the real deal, bro.
Dangerous, man.
They're the real
Dangerous
deal.
team on the counter attack as well.
They're the
Absolutely
real
dangerous.
deal. Like you don't even. There's no like. I'm not sure, but no, Man United a real business, proper team. How that guy got them play the way they play, yeah.
Ten Hag's 30, man. I can't lie to you.
Like, remember, this is 8 months in the office,
When we beat them at the Emirates, they looked better than when we lost to them at Old Trafford.
At Old
Like, Ten
Trafford, yeah,
Hag's
I
doing his
agree.
thing. He's doing his thing. It's scary, man. Especially if they get a new owner and they can spend money correctly. I don't
You,
want to
you
say it, but
know,
Man United could be back very simply.
you know what? Even that made me certify. I say, I look at him, think, you know what, this brother, he's just not just watching the game, but he's watching with proper intention. Yeah, the game on Sunday, yeah,
Mm,
first half.
mm.
Um,
They're right back in it.
bruv,
I knew where he's going with this. Yeah, yeah.
he Dallo against what's that brother from Newcastle?
I can't
Chopping
remember.
brother
It's-
who's always a skip.
Was it St.
Saint
Maximin?
Maximus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
One time Maximus did a trick on him. I'm thinking, nah.
What when he was in the box near the byline,
Yes.
innit? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm
He
like,
twisted him. He twisted him. He twisted
you're
him.
like, nah. They're not GCSE teaching you that, bruv. This is proper from they ain't no one teaching you how to do that. You have to
That's
have
just
it
how
in
we
you.
used to play in the
That's just
cage,
how,
man.
yeah. He had that brother on toast.
Literally, he
like
embarrassed him in the final.
to the point where you're like, second half, what I see Wan-Bissaka come in and say, boy,
He looks 10 times better under Ten Hag. Wan-Bissaka. He looked very rubbish a few months ago. Now he looks half decent.
You know what even impressive Wan-Bissaka? When Wan-Bissaka is doing tricky, thinking, nah, brother.
Yeah. It's mad. It's mad how a manager can get everyone playing. It's like Emerson Royal against Chelsea. I'm seeing him do step over, thinking, boy.
I see Wan-Bissaka doing a
confidence is
craft
crazy.
team. I'm thinking, brother, is that your twin brother or something? Or because why? I'm not sure.
Finally looking like you're worth 50 mil or something close to it, man.
I didn't know that brother had that in his locker. Like
Trust me.
I'm thinking, wow,
couldn't
yes,
believe it.
Aaron. You know what I'm saying? South London's coming through now. You know what I'm saying?
Finally, man. Odds on the
Wow.
they're gonna do it for them.
He comes in here, and if you record the game yet, first touch, Aaron Maximin had the ball in the halfway line. Yeah, He kept coming back. Guess who scooped the game? Guess who took the ball off him?
Who?
Wan-Bissaka.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
turned it to
yeah. He's doing his
counter-attack.
thing.
You're thinking, you know what? Eric know what they is, man.
Ten Hag knows what he's doing, man, and that's unfortunately, Ralph Rangnick didn't. He knows what he's doing. That's what kind of scares me, man. How many points do you think we get this month, bro? Because we got Bournemouth, we got Leicester, we got Fulham, and we got Everton away. I want 9 to 12 points. I think anything less than going undefeated is kind of unacceptable if we're focusing on this league thing. Obviously, you got the sporting
Fulham
games
one
in Europe as well.
Fulham one's a tricky one, Fulham away, very tricky, because very tight stadium. Everybody's on top of each other, so you don't really know what to expect with Fulham. A fit, strong Fulham squad will give you a serious problem. I'll take a point out of that game any day of the week.
See, I'm with you with that. But
I'll take a point out of that game, knowing fully well that I don't think City need to go back and play there. No, City have to play there as well.
I think they've got to go to them. Yeah, I remember the United and Chelsea games. They found it tough away from home at Fulham, man.
United just scraped a point. No, just scraped it.
It's going to be a difficult one, man. That's why I like our form this season, especially on the road, because you look at Brentford, Wolves, not Leeds. We've gone to some tough places and won. Fair enough, Southampton and United. We don't travel well there. We lost, but generally we've been all right. And we've kind of got a lot of these games out the way. That's why I feel if we don't do it this year, then I can't see when we can, because it just seems like everything is falling into place and very favourable for this football club right now. And we're taking advantage of it.
If Arsenal don't win the league this year, bruv,
it's peak.
Next year it is problem, bruv.
It's peak because everyone's going to strengthen. It's peak.
Because I can only see Man United getting better. I can't see Liverpool getting worse than what it is now.
They're going to have to splash some cash, man. Like Klopp has said he's staying. They're going to have to spend some bands, or there's no point staying, Klopp. You might as well run back to Germany.
And what's it called? And Newcastle, they've got cash.
Exactly. Chelsea have to get it right at some point.
Chelsea have to get it right. So it's a must. And also Arsenal will be involved in the Champions League as well, which is good.
That's it. That's why I think we need higher caliber players. That's why, like, when on my earlier stream, I said at some point we're gonna have to be harsh to be kind to ourselves. Like some players that are arguably playing week in, week out, like not to say Granit Xhaka, but maybe we need to upgrade on that role, because you could be part of the squad, but you might not be the guy that takes us to where we need to go. And maybe even Gabriel as a centre half and so on and so forth.
So does that mean you agree with me then?
What, in general? Yeah. You're a lot more harsher than me. I'm a bit more like Arsene Wenger, but yeah, man.
In regard to Smith Rowe.
Nah, we right to the end for Smith Rowe. Yeah, hey, Len, man, you're my brother.
I'm just saying, if Arsenal get to the level, that Champions League level, but I'm cashing in.
Smith Rowe's rolling, man. You could be on the bench. You're rolling. If you're rolling, you're rolling. You was here, man. You gave me hope. You're my number 10. Like, full bias.
You're taking Pepe's twin brother space, bro. You got to move out and move on.
No, man. Pepe's never did nothing for this football club apart from just breakdancing, man. Smith Rowe did it, man. When we had nothing to be happy about, and I was at the Emirates Vex, I saw you and Bukayo Saka, the babyface killers. I can't snake you, lot. You lot are here to the end, man. Like, you're here.
Pepe's and we get better players, Pepe's one of those kids that's school. They never do the homework, but they're not interested. But they're just there.
He's never got a tie and all sorts. Pepe, but he's man. I like the thing. Why do you think it went wrong for Pepe? Because he's a good player.
I don't think Pepe realized how big this football club was.
He just come on a mandem thing.
It's Pepe. You know who else realized? I think he didn't realize how big this football club was. Yeah, who's the Spanish manager?
Emery.
He's gone to Aston Villa. I don't think Unai realized how big of a challenge to become an Arsenal manager was.
Why would you say that?
I just feel like, okay, I'm an Arsenal, but then Arsenal come with a prestige. Arsenal expect you to win. Yes, you came from Paris Saint-Germain, but I don't think the pressure of winning in Paris, because Paris, you've got everybody there. Everything goes on your favors. Everything works for you.
You got the bands and the bands.
It's different. And I think it's like, ooh, it hurt him hard. It hurt him hard.
I'd agree, because even Arteta said that when he first walked in. He's like, I remember his early comments. He's like, I knew this was a big job. I knew it was tough, but through seeing certain things, and he didn't allude to it, he's like, I knew it was really tough. And naturally, that's going to happen, innit, Carl? When you're probably looking from the outside, you can see it's mad. But then when you're looking at the ground and you look at everything Arteta's done, from the training ground, as we spoke about last time, from the training ground to the fans, more than anything, it has to be a mentality shift. Like you said, you know, it's like it's completely new, different people and all these sort of things. So I agree with that. I think anyone who stepped in post Wenger, you was always going to be destined to fail, really and truly. And that's
Oh
why I
yeah,
think Arteta kind of turfed it, because everyone were going to say, if you say run to the left, everyone will be like, well, Wenger was saying to the right. Like, you know, you kind of have to avoid stepping into a great man's shoes if you're honest.
it's like just similar thing with say Alex, and I think
Yeah, with Moyes and that, yeah.
anybody who come in the Man City after Pep, yeah,
It's
bro,
peak.
that's a that's a PhD type of exam question you got to deal with that there, because it's just
It's
because we
absolutely
expect you
peak.
to play similar football as Pep. We expect you to attract the type of player that Pep could attract. It's different, you know.
And your point, you're kind of doomed to fail before you've even started. But knowing City,
Yeah,
they probably got the next guy. Who knows? They might try and circle back for a certain next coach there. That's at our club right now. I don't know what they're on really. It's
yeah.
crazy. It's absolutely mad. What would you say in relation to? I want to ask you about Benjamin White, because obviously we've got a stable back four: Zinchenko / Tierney, Ramsdale's there. You got Saliba and Gabriel. Benjamin White's doing well at right backs. Played there previously. Do you ever think he moves back to centre half?
I don't think so. I
So you
think
think that's his thing now? You're
that's it.
just
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Because
fair,
you've got
fair.
two guys who are solid in that position, and even when they were not fit, he'll still put Ben on the right hand side anyway.
And it kind
You
of
know,
fits them both in, and
yeah,
Benjamin helps us go forward. I think Ben's kind of better when he's not play. I think he can play centre half and can be there in the future, but I
yeah.
think right back's him. I don't think he's got that kind of level of focus required as a centre back. I think he likes to get involved in the football in that, and I'm happy with Ben White there. Really, would you make of Saka's apparent new deal when Martinelli obviously signed him one?
Listen, you got to look at it in two different ways. Commercially, those guys are massive for Arsenal. Martinelli
Facts,
commercially is big for Arsenal.
facts,
Saka, uh, Saka for Arsenal big. He came for the
facts. Poster
academy,
boy,
poster boy. He will sell shirt, and play for
everyone loves
England
him.
national team. He's a go-to person for Gareth as well. So it makes sense to to reward them with a bigger contract. Because you know that they will get it
200K
you know
apparently.
what I'm saying. At the back end of it, they will get it through sales and all the merchandise that come with it. So to me, I think it's a great business. It's great for Arsenal that they keep these guys in book, because they will inspire next generation as well.
That's the thing. What do you make of Saliba's? Apparently, Saliba could sign a new deal. Apparently, he wants to stay and stuff. Do you think that's a good move for us? Or
Yeah, no, I think he's done extremely well. He's done extremely well, and I think he'll be very naive of Arsenal trying to cash in on him, unless he himself wants to leave Arsenal. So the news is coming out that he's happy at Arsenal. So give him what he deserves and keep him
simple as
checking.
that? Yeah.
Give him deserve, and make sure that that contract has a huge sellout clause. That if you're coming in, you got to pay
Big
whatever
boy money. Yeah.
big boy money. Simple as that.
What do you make of? There's rumors. It's not confirmed, but Granit Xhaka signing a new deal, and then they signed a new deal. There's rumors of Xhaka being given a 2 to 3 year deal, and it's the next priority after Saliba, Saka, and all of these guys. Do you think that's something we should do? Because I see the pros and cons to it personally.
I mean, with Granit Xhaka, he's done a 360 in it,
Yeah,
because
complete turnaround. I was at the game where he had the whole fan thing. It
the
was
whole
like
fan
a
thing,
panto. It was a
everything. Yeah,
pantomime, bro.
but now Granit Xhaka is probably one of the first name in the team sheet that is gonna
One of the
have to
most
count
important
on him.
players at the club.
Most important player, So you reward him with a new contract, probably a year or 2 years maximum, because he's not any young, he's not getting any younger. You
He's
got
here
people
for the
like
present, yeah.
Vieira behind him as well. So you gotta look at the possibility. Okay, we'll give him probably one with the option of a second one, but let's see how we get on first.
What do you make of Thomas Partey? Because I know we've kind of spoken about him, but do you think it's a time where, not that we need to sell him, but we need to kind of stop relying on him? By all means, be part of the squad, but get someone that can do his job to a higher standard, or kind of like Eddie was doing to a degree with Jesus. It's a thing where we don't kind of miss him, because 29 years of age, consistently injured, contracted until 2025. Is this someone you can quote unquote rely upon, even though this season he's more or less been fit? But if we're in the Champions League and stuff, the expectations and the standards and the margins for error, it only gets worse and more magnified.
No,
Really,
I mean, with him, you see where it is next season. And next season, you can decide. You know what? We need to go. I need to get rid of you. So I can see the idea behind it. But if there's a possibility to get somebody in, You get it. You get somebody in just to make sure that you're keeping somebody on your toes all the time.
That makes sense, man. To wrap up this live stream, obviously I asked people for questions and we might as well go through them. They're all for you. He said, Goon Jack, sorry, apologies. It said, great podcast, guys. Fabrice, I got a question for you. Is Smith Rowe becoming like Jack Wilshere? Unfortunate injuries repeatedly.
I mean, with Jack was playing so many games at a very young age, and with Smith slowly is getting in and out, in and out. So I think they've learned the lesson with Jack. So I don't think they will make that mistake again with Smith Rowe.
Do you think that could be something that affects Saka? Because I don't necessarily believe it, but there was a stat that I think he's been available for the last 65 league games. And when you look at Cesc, when you look at Rooney, all these guys that were kind of playing at 16 years of age, towards the tail end of their careers, it kind of flattened out. Is that a fear for you with Saka, or is it just not the same?
No, I think Saka's one of those kids where once the season's finished, it's shut him off everything. Shut off everything. Big man, I got to wrap up, man. I need to go get the kids from school, my guy.
No worries, man. No worries. Go
Yeah.
do your thing, man. Go do your thing. People were gonna leave them questions until next week. Go do your
Next
thing,
week, man. Make sure you come and subscribe to the channel too, man. Give us
Let
a like.
them know where they can find you just before you bust out.
You've got my link to my YouTube channel, so
Hey, man, you're gonna be a YouTuber. You gotta get used to promoting, bro.
Oh God, yeah. Guys, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, man. There you
Come
go,
on,
right there, right there. Go give me the like, all right.
Let him get out of it. Hey, Fabrice, it's been amazing. I'll chat to you next week and we'll get it sorted, man.
I appreciate that, my man.
No worries, man. No worries.
then.
Safe.